Now, my fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws at a pace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes.
4 days shall quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like a newly bent bow in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
I won thy love, doing thee injuries, but I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, and with triumph, and with reveling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thank you, good Lady Aegeus. What is the news with you?
Full of vexation I come, with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My gracious Duke, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my noble lord, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast flinched her heart and turned her cunningness into haste. And be it so, she will not here before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her as I choose, which shall either be to this man or to her death.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you your mother should be as a god. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is. But in this kind, wanting your mother's voice, the other must be the worthier.
I would my mother looked but with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes must with her judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, but I beseech your grace to know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
To die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, whether if you yield not to your mother's choice, you could endure the livery of a nun.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will my virgin patent up.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my wife and my future wife and me, for everlasting bond of fellowship.
Relent, sweet Hermia. Lysander, yield thy grace title to my certain right.
You have her mother's love, Demetrius. Let me Hermia's, and you marry her.
Scornful Lysander! True, he hath my love, and what is mine my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he. As well possessed, my love is greater than his. My fortunes in every way as fairly ranked. I am beloved of the beauteous Hermia. Why then should I not prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Netter's daughter Helena. He won her soul, and she, the sweet lady, dotes. Devoutedly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess I have heard so much. Demetrius, come. And come, Lady Aegeus. You shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. And for you, fair Hermia, look to arm yourself, to fit your fancies to your mother's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we can extenuate. To die, or to vow of single life. Come, Hippolyta.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, or heard in tale and history, the course of true love never did run smooth.
Then let us teach our trial patience.
A good persuasion. Therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, A dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues. There, my sweet Hermia, might I marry thee. And to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy mother's house tomorrow night, and there, in the woods a league without the town, will I wait for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, in the place thou hast appointed of me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee. Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
But your frowns would teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
My prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Helena, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl upon bladed grass, a time when lovers' flight still doth conceal, from Athens' gate we've devised to steal.
And in the wood, where often you and I, upon faint primrose beds, would want to lie, emptying our bosom of their counsel sweet, there Lysander and myself shall meet, and hence from Athens turn away our eyes, to seek new friends in stranger companies. Oh, farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. And Helena, adieu. As you dote on him, Demetrius doth dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. When this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the woods will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, oh, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
Your best to call them, generally man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name thought fit through all Athens to play at our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on their wedding day at night.
Well, now, good Peter Quince, say what the plea treats on, and then name your actors, and so grow to a point.
Oh, merry our play is, a most lamentable comedy, and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good play, I assure you. Now, good Peter Quince, call your actors and name what part they are for. Masters, spread yourselves.
Nick Bottom, the weaver. You are put down to be Pyramus.
What is Pyramus, a lover or a tyrant?
Oh, a lover, who kills himself most gallant for love.
That will take some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes, for I will move storms. Yet to the rest, my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Eucles rarely. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus I call shall shine from far, and make and mar the foolish fates. That was lofty. Now name the rest of your players.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you are to be Thisbe.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
That is the woman that Pyramus must love.
Nay, fate, let me not play a woman, for I have a beard coming.
Let me play Thisbe too. If I can hide my face, I'll speak in a monstrous little tone. Design, Pyramus Levadia, Thisbe Levadia.
No, you needs play Pyramus, and you Thisbe.
Proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. And Snug the joiner. You, the lion's part. And I hope here is a play well fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
Oh, you may play it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar so that it will do any man's heart good to hear. I will roar that the Duke will say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
If you would do it too terribly, you might fright the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek. And that surely would be enough to hang us all.
Every mother's son.
But I will aggravate my voice so that I speak as any sucking dove, as if I were gentle as a nightingale.
No. You must play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, as gentle as a man that you would see on a summer's day. A loving, gentlemanly-like man, therefore you needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will do it.
Masters, here are your parts, and I entreat you, I beg you, I plead you to con them by tomorrow eve, and meet in the village, a mile outside of the village town at the public square, and by moonlight, and there we will rehearse. Now, I pray you, fail me not.
Yes, there we will meet and rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect, I do.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through brush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, and I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. Farewell, thou lob of spirits, I'll be gone. Our queen and all our elves come here not.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed, the queen doth come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell in wrath, because the queen keeper attendant at hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. He never had such sweet a changeling. But jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the beloved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. But now they never meet in Grover Green, in fountain clear, spangled starlight sheen. But they do keep square, for all their elves out of fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape and making quite, or else you're that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not he, the frights and maidens of the villagery? Those that hobgoblin call you and sweet puck. You do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are you not he?
Thou speakest aright, I am that merry wanderer of the night. But room, fairy, for here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, would that he were gone!
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Fairy, skip hence, I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. Why art thou here, but that forsooth the bouncing Amazon, your buskined mistress and your warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded? And do you come to bring their bed joy and prosperity?
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania? Glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing that I know thy love to Theseus.
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never since the middle summer's spring met we on hill and dale, forest or mead, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind, but with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain as in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which falling on the land have every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. Through this distemperature we see the seasons alter. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, the angry winter, change their wonted liveries, and the mazed world by their increase knows not which is which. This same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me.
Give me that boy!
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away! We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way! Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injuries. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory, and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal thrown by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial votaress passed on, in maiden meditation, fancy free. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me this flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it upon sleeping eyelids laid will make a man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this flower, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle around the earth in 40 minutes!
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing that she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who goes there? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where's Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen unto this wood. Hence get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in the plainest truth tell you I do not? No, I cannot love you.
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your dog, spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place, with the which worthy your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face.
I'll run from thee and hide thee in the brakes, and leave thee to mercy of wild beast.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you.
I will not stay thy question. Let me go. Or, if thou choose to follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, in the temple, the town, the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We were not made to fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee, and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Welcome, wanderer. Hast thou the flower there?
Hey, there it is!
I pray thee, give it to me. I know a place where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Affect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And meet me ere the first cock crows.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come, a roundel and fairy song. Sing me now asleep, and then to your offices and let me rest.
Now all is good. When aloof stands sentinel,
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair. In thy eye what shall appear, when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
My love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak troth, I have forgot our way. Rest us here, Hermia, if you think it good. and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosom, and one trough.
Nay, Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Take sense, sweet of my innocence. Love takes meaning in love's conference. So by your side no bedroom me deny, and lying so Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much be shrew my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty.
Here is my bed. Sleep grant me all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but weeds of Athens found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night and silence! Who is here? Weeds of Athens doth he wear? This is he, my master said. Despise the Athenian maid. And hear the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie. But near this lack love, this kill courtesy? Churl, upon the eyes I throw, all this power, this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid, let his seat be on thy eyelid. So let thou wakest when I'm gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay though thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Wilt thou, darkling, leave me? Do not so.
Stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
I'm out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. But who is here? Lysander on the ground? Dead? Or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire for thy sweet sake.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though he love you, Hermia, Lord, what though? Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who would not change a raven for a dove?
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Good troth you do me wrong, good sooth you do. Such disdainful manner me to woo. Oh, that a lady of one man refused should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near. And with all my power, address your love and might, to honor Helena, and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from thy breast. Ay me, for pity, what a dream was here! Oh, Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent eat my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? Lysander, Lord? What, removed? Out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word? No? Then I well perceive that you are not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Are we all met?
Oh, this is a marvelous convenient place for us to rehearse. This green plot shall be our stage. The hawthorn brake there shall be our tiring house. And we shall do it in action as we will do it before the Duke. Now, Pyramus, you begin. And once you have said your speech, you retire to the break. And so the rest of us, according to our cues.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here? And so near the cradle of the fairy queen. What? A play toward? I'll be an auditor and an actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Pyramus, you speak. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savor
Odors! Odors!
The odors savor sweet. I have thy voice. But hark, a voice. You stay but here a while, and by I will thee appear.
A stranger, Pyramus, and air played here.
Must I speak now?
Marry, you must. For you must understand, he goes but to answer to a noise that he heard, and he shall come again.
Most radius Pyramus, most lily white of hue, as red as red rose on trumpet briar, as truest horse yet would never tire. I will meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninus.
Ninus's tomb, man! Why, you must not say that yet! That is an answer to Pyramus! Why must you say your whole pot cue and all at once? Pyramus, enter! Your cue is past, it is never tire.
Oh, as truest horse yet would never tire.
If I were thine, Thisbe, I were only so.
Monstrous! Streets! Masters, flee! Run, pastors, I pray! We are haunted!
I'll follow you! I'll lead you about! Through bog, through brush, through brake, through briar! Sometimes a horse I'll be, sometimes a hound, a hog, a headless bear, sometimes a fire, and they bark, grunt, roar, and burn like horse, hound, hog, bear, and fire at every turn!
Why do they run? This is a knavery to make me afraid.
Bottom, thou hast changed. What do I see on thee?
Bless you, Bottom, bless you! You are transported!
This is a knavery to make me afraid, to make an ass of me, to frighten me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. No, I will walk up and down here, and I will sing, and they will know I am not afraid. The whistlecock so black of hue, with orange and 20 bill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
Sing again, gentle mortal, for my ear is much enamored of thy note. So is my eye enthralled by thy shape. Thy fair virtue's force perforce doth move me on first view to say, to swear I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, there is very little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, neither. But if I have wit enough to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve my own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore come with me. Peas blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed.
Ready? And I. And I.
And I.
Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes and green figs and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humble bees. Nod to him, elves, and give him courtesies.
Hail, mortal.
Hail.
I beseech your name, good miss.
Cobweb.
I shall desire you of more acquaintance, Miss Cobweb. Your name, honest miss.
Peas blossom.
Good Miss Peasblossom. I shall desire you of more acquaintance, too. Your name, miss.
Mustard seed.
Good Miss Mustard Seed.
Come, wait upon him. Lead him to my bower. Tie up my love's tongue. Bring him silently.
This works out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, with the Athenian woman by his side, so that by force, when he wakes, she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse, if thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep. The sun was not so true to me on that day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be, but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should a murdered look, and so should I. Pierce through the heart with your stern cruelty.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Oh, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. What, hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men.
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I'm not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead. Not that I can tell.
I pray then, tell me that he is well.
And if I could, what would I get there for?
A privilege never to see me more. And from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There's no use in following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while I will remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. About the wood, go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. By some illusion, see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go! Swifter than an arrow from the Tartar's bow!
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand. The youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's plea. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside, the noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep, and vows so born in their nativity all truth appears.
These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er?
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind. Now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Helena, a goddess, nymph, perfect, divine.
Spite! Hell! I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. You both are rivals and love Hermia. Now both rivals to mock Helena.
Demetrius, you are unkind. Be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know I know. And with all goodwill, with all my heart, and Hermia's love, I yield you up my part. And yours of Helena, to me the queen, whom I do love and will until my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone.
Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. Mine ear, I thank it, brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly dost thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more engilds the night than all yon fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seek'st thou me? Could not this make thee know? The hate I bear thee made me leave thee so.
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bathe me with this foul derision?
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not, it seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me and to praise my eyes and face, and made your other love Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare?
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persevere counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, but fare thee well, 'tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Fair Helena, hear my excuse. My life, my love, my soul, fair Helena.
Excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
You can compel no more than she entreat. Helena, I love thee by my life I do.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
Then withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come!
Lysander, whereto tends all this?
Hang off, thou cat, thou vile bird. Let loose, or else I'll shake thee from me like a serpent. Demetrius, I'll keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her? Strike her? Kill her dead? Though I hate her, I will not harm her so.
What, can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me wherefore? Am not I Hermia? Are not you Lysander? Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. In earnest shall I say?
Aye, and by my life never did I desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Nothing truer, and 'tis no jest, that I hate thee, and do love Helena.
Me? You juggler! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What, have you come into the night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fie, you counterfeit! You puppet, you!
Puppet? Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures, that she hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth, she hath prevailed on him. And are you grown so high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, you painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach into thine eyes.
Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower? Hark again!
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
Why get you gone? What is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Don't worry, Helena. She shall not harm thee.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
When she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again! Nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her.
Hang off, thou dwarf, you hindering of not grass maid. You bead, you acorn.
Let her alone. Speaking not of Helena.
Then come with me and try who's right. Is thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee. Cheek by jowl.
Nay, go not back!
I will not trust you. I nor longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest. or else committest thy knaveries willfully.
No, believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook.
Thou seest, these lovers seek a place to fight. I, therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep, and leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eyes, whose liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from thence all air with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. Then, when they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. Whilst I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy, and then I will her charmed eyes release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace. But notwithstanding haste, make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in the field and the town. Goblin, lead them up and down.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now!
Come, thou villain! Drawn ready! Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Lysander, speak again. Did thou run away? Thou coward, art thou fled? Speak. In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Come, thou recreant! Thou child! I'll whip thee with the rod!
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice! We will try no manhood here!
He goes before me, and still he dares me on. When I come where he calls, and then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster did he fly. And now I'm fallen on this dark, uneven way. I will rest me here. Come, thou gentle day.
Thou runn'st before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand, nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
I am here!
Nay, then thou mockest me. Thou shalt by this year, if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me. Measure out my length on this cold bed. By day's approach, look to be visited.
A weary night, long and tedious night. O fate, thy hour, shine comforts from the east, that I may to Athens by daylight, and these that my poor company detest. And sleep, that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but 3? Come one more. 2 of both kinds make up 4.
Never so weary, never so in woe, bedabbled with the dew and torn with briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander if they mean a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye gentle lover remedy. When thou wakest, let thou takest true delight in thy former lady's eye. Jack shall have Jill, and the man shall have his mare again, and naught shall go ill, and all shall be well.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed. while I thy amiable cheek do coy, and stick musk roses in thy smooth, sleek head, and kiss thy fair, large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Miss Cobweb?
Ready?
Miss Cobweb, get you your weapons in hand and kill me a red-hip humblebee on top of a thistle. And goodness, bring me the honey bag. Where's Miss Mustard Seed?
Ready? What's your will?
Nothing but to help Calvary Cobweb to scratch. I must be to the barbers. Methinks I'm marvelously hairy about the face.
Say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat. I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and get thee new nuts.
No, I would rather just have a handful of two of dried peas. But I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist. The female ivy enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity. For meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors from this hateful fool. I did upbraid her, and fall out with her. I then did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and fairy sent, to bear her to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that when he awaking when the others do, may all again to Athens back again repair. But, gentle Puck, first I will wake the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? How my eyes do loathe his visage now.
When thou wakest with his own fool's eyes, peep.
Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now, thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus's house triumphantly, and bless it all fair prosperity.
Fairy King, attend and mark. I do hear the morning lark.
Then come, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after the night's shade, for we the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground.
What nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter, here asleep, and this Lysander. This Demetrius's, and this Helena, old Netter's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
Well, good morrow, friends. St. Valentine's Day is past. Begin these woodbirds but to couple now? I pray you all, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world?
My lord, I do not know how we came to be here, but now that I bethink, Hermia and I, we meant to fly from Athens where we might marry without the peril of the Athenian law.
Enough! Enough, my lord! You have enough! I beg take the law upon his head. They would have stolen away. They would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, I know not by what power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia, melted as the snow. The only pleasure of mine eye is to Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia. But as in sickness did I loathe this food, but as in health did it come to my natural taste. Oh, I do wish it, long for it, love it, and will forevermore be true to it.
I will overbear your will, Lady Aegeus. For in the temple, by and by with us, these couples shall be eternally knit. Away with us to Athens, 3 by 3. We'll have a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems that yet we sleep. We dream. Was that not the Duke and bid us follow him?
Yes, and my mother.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow him to the temple.
Why then, we are awake. Let's follow him. And by the way, let's recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hi-ho. Peter Quince. Flute the bellows mender. Snout the tinker. Starveling! God's my life, stolen hence and left me asleep. I have had the most rare vision. I've had a dream. Past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he were to expound on this dream. Methought I was. No man can offer what methought I was, and methought I had. No, man is but a patched fool if he will try to explain what methought I had. The eyes of man cannot hear. The ears of man hath not seen. Man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince. He will write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, for that hath no bottom, and I will sing it in the latter part of the play before the Duke.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there are 2 or 3 lords and ladies, more married.
Have you been to Bottom's house? Has he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt, he is transported.
If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
Are you to tell me it is impossible that there is no other man in all of Athens that can play the part but he?
No, he has simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens. Sweet bully Bottom!
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
What a most delightful day, most happy hour!
I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not, for if I tell you I am no true Athenian.
Oh, let us hear, sweet Bottom.
All I will say is that the Duke hath dined. Every man, look over his part, get your apparel together, for the short and long is, our play is preferred. No more words, away, go away.
Come now. What masks? What dances shall we have? to wear away this long age of 3 hours betwixt our after supper and bedtime. Where is our usual manager of mirth? Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Ah, what abridgment do you have for us this evening?
There is a brief how many sports are right.
The battle with the centaurs to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp? Ah, we'll none of that. A tedious brief scene of Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical. Tedious and brief. That is hot ice and wondrous snow. What are they that play it?
Hard-handed men who work in Athens here, which never labored in their minds till now.
We will hear it.
No, my lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing in the world.
No, I will hear that play. Go, bring them in.
I love not to hear wretchedness o'ercharged.
Oh, my sweet, you shall hear no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
Kind are we to give them thanks for nothing.
So please, your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
Prologue. Gentles, perchance you wonder at our show, but wonder on till truth shall prove all things out. This man is Pyramus, if you should know. This beauteous lady Thisbe is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present as wall. That scornful wall which did these lovers sunder, and through which wall the chink in the wall these lovers, poor souls, scorned and whispered, at which let no man wander. This man, with lanthorn and bush of thorn, presenteth moonshine. For, if truth were known, it was by moonshine that these lovers found no scorn to meet Agnilas' tomb there to woo. This grisly beast, lion by height, the trusty Thisbe coming first at night did scare away, or rather did affright, whereupon her mantle it did fail, and lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat, with bloody blameful blade, he boldly broached his bloody boiling breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in the mulberry shade, drew his dagger and died. As for the rest, let lantern and lion and wall and the lovers twain at large discourse, while here they shall remain.
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord. What lion may when many asses do?
In this same interlude it doth befall that I, one snout by name, present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think that had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did often whisper very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, and stone doth show that I am the same wall, the truth is so, and this the cranny is, right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire Lyman Hair to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse, my lord.
Oh, Pyramus draws to the wall. Silence.
Grimmed looks night, night with hue so black, night whichever art when day is not. Night, night, alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And wall, sweet wall, who stands between our father's ground, wall, sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield ye well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. Wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss, I curse these stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter, and I'm to spy her through the chink. It will all fall pat as I told you. Yonder she comes.
Wall, full often hast thou heard my moans, for parting my fair Pyramus and me. Thine cherry lips have often kissed thine stones with lime and hair nilt up in thee.
I think I spy a voice. Shall I to the chink to see if I can see my Thisbe's face? Thisbe!
My love, thou art, my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt, I am thy lover's grace. Kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou meet at Ninus' tomb straightway?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus I, Wall, my part discharged so, and being done, thus Wall away doth go.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
Here comes two noble beasts, a man and a lion.
You, ladies, you, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion rough and wildest rage doth roar! Then know that I, once snug the joiner, am a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam, for if I should come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
Oh, a gentle beast, and of good conscience.
The very best of the beast that e'er I saw, my lord.
Let us listen to the moon.
This lantern doth the hornet moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
This lantern doth the hornet moon present. Myself the man, I the moon, do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all. The man should be put into the lantern. How else is he the man in the moon?
I am aweary of this moon. Would he would change.
Proceed, moon.
All that I have to say is to tell you that this lantern is the moon. I, the man in the moon. And this thorn bush, my thorn bush.
Why, all these should be in the lantern, for all they are in the moon. But silence! Here comes Thisbe.
This is old Ninny's tomb. Where is my love?
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shone, moon.
Oh, and that came Pyramus.
Moon, I thank thee, moon. I thank thee for shining so bright. For by thy gracious golden glittering gleams, I trust to take, O truest Thisbe's sight. But stay, O spite, but mark, for night. What dreadful dole is here, dainty duck dear? Thy mantle good? What? Stained with blood? Approach, ye furry spell! Fates, come, come, cut thread and thrum! Crush, conclude, and quell!
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Wherefore did nature, vile frame, that vile lion who deflowered my dear, which is, no, which was, the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer, outsword and wound. That left pap of Pyramus, I, that pap where heart doth hop, outsword and wound. Thus I die. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, take thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Die, 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 die.
How chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover.
She shall find him by starlight. In fact, here she comes now, and her passion ends the play.
Asleep, my love? What? Dead, my dove! Pyramus, arise! Speak, speak, quite dumb. Dead, dead, a tomb to cover thine sweet eyes, these lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone, are gone. Lovers make moan. His eyes were green as leeks. Sisters three, come to me, with heads as pale as milk. Dip them in gore, for you have shorn with shears his thread of silk. Tongue not a word, come trusty sword, O blade my breast imbued. Farewell, friends, thus this be ends. Adieu, adieu, adieu.
Would it please you to hear the epilogue?
Oh. Should be no epilogue. Your play needs no excuse. Well, it is late. Lovers to bed. It's almost fairy time.
Now, until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. To the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. And the issue there create ever shall be fortunate. So shall all the couples three ever true and loving be. With this field do consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless, through this palace with sweet peace. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend, for if you pardon, we will mend. And, as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck now to escape the serpent's tongue, then we will make amends ere long.